Hey guys, just wanted to give you an update on the table. I ended up getting the orbital sander and hooked it to the compressor because evidently that stain is very old on the table. So I needed to try to hurry up, and the orbital sander on the compressor just usually works a lot better and quicker. And it was beginning to sprinkle on the outside, so I needed to try to get it done fairly quickly. What I will say, and I started to do a video while I was using the orbital sander on the compressor, not the Bosch that I was showing on my first video, but I didn't because it was sprinkling. But y'all, the difference in the orbital sander on the compressor and in that Bosch sander with the little canister where all your sawdust and everything is supposed to go, y'all, it's like night and day. Even though I was outside of the door sanding, there was so much sawdust build up here that would blow in the wind. If I was inside a building and that's what I was using, then there's no way that I would have been able to have done that without having a mask or a respirator or something on due to my asthma, because there was so much sawdust build up compared to when I was using the Bosch with the canister on it. So I would say on the Bosch sander that I was using this morning, the micro filter that has the micro filter system, I would say out of 10, I would give it a 9. And the only reason I wouldn't give it a 10, because it did what it was supposed to do as far as putting the sawdust and everything in that little canister. The only reason I wouldn't give it a 10, Bosch people, is this. This to me hinders being able to take the lid off of the canister. So if y'all can move that to a side or just somewhere else to where it doesn't interfere, because it's got such a long little stiff area here, it's just hard to maneuver it out of your way to get this canister lid off. But that is the only reason I wouldn't give it a 10. So if you can redo that, I would give you a 10 if I had a new one. And you can always send me one. If you redo that, you can send me one to do a tutorial on. Just saying. But anyway, this is what the table looks like. And I did use my Bosch again with 220 on it to smooth it out from using the 80 on it. So honestly, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and tack this and put my dark walnut on it. Yes, it does still have a few dark areas, but typically I leave that and just go down with my, my dark walnut. And it just kind of gives it that, just a little three-dimensional look to it. So I might actually put some walnut on this now after I tack it, wash it down and tack it. I just got word from my daughter as I was 220 in this. I couldn't hear my phone ring. She called me. And then she texted me and she said, "Mom, they've just done a tornado warning within about 12 to 15 minutes of y'all's house." She said, "So you might want to watch the weather." So I've texted Brad, he's in the house, and I said, "Just double check the weather for me, make sure I don't need to come in." And so I'm probably going to check that, see what he says. And then as long as we're not fixing to get blown away, I will probably wash this, tack it, and then put some walnut on it. And barring that there's no tornado warnings or watches going on, I will probably, once I do that, I hear something real weird outside. Hope it's not the train noise. I've been through one of those. It came within about 2 minutes of our house, a real tornado. 2 minutes of our house, probably 6 years ago. We were in the half bath, hunkered down, praying. And honestly, if you've never lived through a tornado, it honestly sounds like a locomotive coming by your house at your front door, ringing the doorbell. So if I hear a locomotive in my neighborhood, I'm heading to the house. So anyway, I might get some stain on that today. But also, probably what I'm going to do, because I've got the base off of it, is the base is in pretty good condition. It's just got some yucky spots on it. So while I've got the water out here, I'll probably just wash it down good. And then this will be ready for a coat of my farmhouse white to do. And then the lip here will need the farmhouse done also. But once I get the top done, before I do the polyurethane, I will put down one of my moving cloths, furniture moving cloths, and flip it over in order to do the white lip like I will do the base of it. And then once that's dry, flip it back over just like this and start laying polyurethane down on. So the table itself will go fairly quickly because of one, it already having a coat of white on the base and just how quick the top was able to be done. So actually, like I said, the top and the base, the table itself, I will probably have it done, let's say today's Tuesday, I'll probably have it done by Thursday or Friday. And then I'll start on the chairs. And what I'd like to do is put the base back on together with the top and let everybody see it on my Facebook page. And then, because I have like 2 or 3 sets of chairs that can be chose to go with this. My preference, I would go with a certain kind that I have that actually came with this table when I purchased it. That's probably, if nobody, puts a deposit on this, that's probably the chairs that I'm going to do to go with this. But if anybody wants to put a deposit on it and choose your chairs, then your chair choice might be different than mine. And that's fine. So anyway, I see my husband texted me several times, so I guess I better end my video and see what he's saying. And then I see my daughter sending me text. So I don't know if something's coming this direction or not. But I hope everybody has a blessed day and pray that we don't have any tornadoes. See ya. Bye-bye.